now set for the final of Bellator's heavyweight tournament to determine the first ever Bellator World Heavyweight Champion, Cole Konrad versus Neil Grove. Jimmy, let's take a look at your inner circle.
Well, my inner circle, there's no mystery here. Can Grove stand tall? He has KO power, but he can't strike from his back. He needs to stop the takedown of Konrad long enough to use his strikes. Elbows must be a factor for Konrad. He has great control, but hasn't been a finisher so far. Elbows are a big weapon in ground and pound. Can Konrad use them effectively? Which big man can handle the deep water? Cole Konrad has had conditioning issues in the past, and Neil Grove hasn't been out of the first round this whole tournament. Can they handle Rambles? Who can handle rounds 4 and 5?
The second world title contest of the evening, brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net. Learn, chat, and play with the pros. Inside the cage here at Bellator 32, 5-minute rounds for the Bellator World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black at 6'4", weighing in at 264 pounds. With 2 unanimous decision tournament victories, the dominant wrestler as a professional stands undefeated at 6-0, with one victory by knockout, one by way of submission. Representing Death Clutch Gym and Fighting out of St. Paul, Minnesota, the first tournament finalist, Cole Polar Bear Konrad. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the white at 6'6", weighing in at 263 pounds. With 2 first-round tournament knockouts, the devastating striker and Goju black belt brings an impressive professional record of 10 victories, all 10 by way of knockout against 2 defeats. Representing Semtex Gym and Cork City Combat Sambo, the South African native fighting out of London, England, tournament finalist Neil Goliath Grove. And the referee for this contest, Jason Herzog.
Fighter's gone over the rules in the back. There's no final questions from you, Blue. Or no final questions from you, Red. Touch gloves, come out ready to fight.
The winner of this bout will be crowned Bellator's first ever World Heavyweight Champion. Cole Konrad is in the black trunks. Neil Grove is in the white trunks. Jason Herzog is the referee, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Are you ready? Let's fight!
The bell in round number 1.
I'm surprised Cole Konrad has stood this long. Said in the interview, I'm coming, I'm gonna take him down.
Grove said he fully expects Konrad to look for the takedown within the opening 30 seconds. We're into the opening 20 seconds. No takedown attempt yet from Cole Konrad.
You see Neil Grove, he's gonna be a little gun shy. He's gonna try and catch Cole Konrad coming in. He's gonna have to time it very well.
2 massive, massive heavyweights, both having the cut down to make the limit of 265 pounds. Konrad walking around now at 275 pounds. Grove last week was walking at 278 pounds. Jason Herzog, our referee, told me he weighs 180, so a combined 707 pounds in the Bellator cage. And there's the takedown from Cole Konrad, and Grove right back to his feet.
Konrad just overcommitted a little bit to that takedown, didn't settle his weight down.
Grove spent all last week training in Joe Warren's camp. Bellator's 145-pound champion, a former Greco-Roman wrestling world champion. Grove was working, as he said, defensive wrestling, getting out of bad positions on the bottom and avoiding the takedown.
And the question is going to be, can Grove get his strikes off while thinking about the takedown at the same time? It's not an easy thing to do. I mean, Grove would have already thrown 50 strikes in his first 2 fights at this point. Instead, being very cautious, not wanting to play into the strengths of Cole Konrad.
Grove's 2 fights to reach this final, a combined 2 minutes, 17 seconds. First round TKO wins versus Eddie Sanchez in the quarters, and Alexei Olenek in the semifinals. And again, Konrad with the takedown.
But you see how the takedown isn't even close. It's not he sprawls and has to fight for it. It's double leg and you go straight down.
Konrad to reach the final. A total of 30 minutes. Unanimous decision wins versus Rojan Uret in the quarterfinals and Damian Grabowski in the semifinals. Konrad, though, has won every round on the judges' scorecards through his first 2 fights in this tournament.
And once it's on the ground, it's no contest. I mean, Neil Grove says, "Oh, I've been doing some sambo," and it's not the same. I mean, this is a guy on top, Cole Konrad, who's been grappling his entire life. He'd be hard for a world champ to catch.
Well, working last week in Denver, Colorado, in Joe Warren's camp, this is the type of position that Neil Grove was starting in.
Yeah, but was Cole Konrad there? That's the question you get. It's hard to simulate a guy like this.
Cole Konrad, again, one of the main training partners of UFC heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar, and so impressively a 2-time NCAA Division I wrestling champion at the University of Minnesota.
We've heard that so many times. In situations like this, Sean, Askren versus Hornbuckle, same deal. A guy who's a good striker, well-rounded mixed martial artist, taking on a guy who could out-wrestle him. And he said, "I've been working with wrestlers, and there's a big difference between wrestlers and wrestlers like Cole Konrad, who's in the mount now."
Konrad in the mount, trying to spread out Neil Grove.
Fingers fighting on top. Watch your fingers.
The 2 fighters about 2.5 feet away from our commentary position. Left hands to the body by Konrad. Another left to the body, doubling up. And Konrad working to the ribcage of Neil Grove.
And I've talked to guys who say Neil Grove has great gas, but it's hard to have gas when there's a guy as heavy as Cole Konrad sitting on top of you. That wears you out quickly, especially in full mount. Because right now, Grove is gripping with everything he has, trying to roll Cole Konrad over.
Konrad still working on a full mount.
So far, not able to sit up and do a lot of damage.
You see Grove holding Konrad around the back of the head, trying to keep his man close, chest to chest. Grove, obviously, Jimmy, does not want to allow Konrad to sit up and rain down those shots.
And only 39 seconds left. His mindset at this point might just be to hold on and see the end of the round. He's still trying to roll, trying to get Cole Konrad off of him.
10 MMA victories for Neil Grove.
Now locking up the Americana. He's cranking it hard.
Going for the finish is Cole Konrad here in round number 1.
20 seconds left. Can he finish it? He's got a lot of weight on that arm.
There's the tap! And just like that, Cole Konrad becomes Bellator's first ever world heavyweight champion.
That beautiful job. Great takedown straight to the mount. Good submission. Beautiful job.
A thorough victory for Cole Konrad.
You see here, Neil Grove trying to roll Konrad off him, and he isolates that right arm. Beautiful job. Neil Grove just left it a little too far extended, and it was the weight, just putting his weight in the right place. You can't see it from here, but it was a tight key lock. When we saw it, it was right in front of us. Sean pulled it into the right position, and when he put his weight behind it here, that's when Neil Grove had no choice but to tap out. Here's from the other side. You see how bent that elbow is. A lot of pressure on the shoulder. And that is it, a first-round submission for our first heavyweight champion. You see it here, man, he is excited. Thrilled to be the heavyweight champ. He deserves it.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the tap officially at 4:45 into round number 1 by way of a key lock. The winner by submission, and now the new Bellator World Heavyweight Champion, Cole Polar Bear Konrad.
For Bellator's Heavyweight World Championship, our tale of the tape.
You see here the weight, 265, 264 and 3/4. Throw that out the window. Both of these guys probably just south of 300 pounds right now in the cage.
Here's Michael Williams.
Bellator Fighting Championships, along with Harris New Orleans, now presents 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the Louisiana State Boxing and Wrestling Commission. Chairman is Alvin Topham, and brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. There's no trick for avoiding a seatbelt ticket. It's click it or ticket. And now, first, introducing the red corner. At 6'4", weighing in at 265 pounds even. The Season 5 tournament champion brings a near-perfect professional record, 9 victories, only 1 defeat. from Prescott, Arizona, the American Soldier, Eric Prindle. And across the cage, the world champion fights out of the blue corner at 6'5". He weighed in at 264 3/4 pounds. The dominant wrestler stands undefeated as a professional, 8 victories, no defeats. From St. Paul, Minnesota tonight, in his first title defense, the defending Bellator heavyweight world champion, Polar Bear Konrad. And the referee in charge of the action, Jason Herzog.
Okay, fighters, this is for the heavyweight championship. There's no final questions from you, Blue. No final questions from you, Red. Touch gloves, come out ready to fight.
This Bellator World Title fight is under the unified rules of MMA, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Elbows to the head are allowed. Eric Prindle is in the gray trunks. Bellator's undefeated heavyweight world champion. Konrad is in the black and red trunks. Round number 1. Jason Herzog is the referee.
Well, we are 10 seconds in, and Konrad hasn't gone for a takedown. That's surprising a lot of people.
He said within the first 30 seconds. He really respects the power of Prindle.
See Prindle swinging for the fence, but now clinch time.
There's the takedown, 22 seconds in.
That's what happened. Eric Prindle threw a big left hook. That was all Konrad needed.
Konrad said it would be a double leg. It was actually from the clinch, but a takedown nonetheless. Prindle, who did not want to be in this position, now in danger of Konrad locking on a Kimura.
Very hard to finish from half guard. Look for him to lock this up and then get that leg out. But he might put pressure on anyway.
Prindle holding half guard. Konrad going for the quick submission win. Prindle trying to sit up.
Oh, he's already in pain.
A lot of crank. And there's the tap! Just like that, a lightning strike, successful title defense for Konrad.
Man, he locked up that Kimura. Good night, nurse. You are going to bed. That's exactly what happened. Tapped out. Kimura was just too tight. Man, beautiful stuff. You see wincing in pain. He just cranked on that shoulder. Wasn't technical, wasn't pretty, but it was strong. And that's what happened. Konrad on top, locking up the Kimura and just cranking for all it was worth. You see here, just loading up the left. That was all Konrad needed. Got inside, got the outside trip. From here was just a matter of time. Locking up that left arm of Eric Prindle, cranking it up, not even stepping through half guard. Cranking it all the way up, putting that weight on it, and that was it.
It took exactly 60 seconds for the submission win for Bellator's heavyweight world champion, Konrad.
He was right. He got the takedown early.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of a Kimura, the end comes. 1 minute into round number 1, the winner by submission, and still the Bellator heavyweight world champion, Polar Bear Konrad.
For the heavyweight world title of Bellator, and Jimmy will do the numbers.
Man, look at the height, 6'7" for Alexander Volkov. Hale's gonna have to push in, get on the inside to use those punches, although at 6'4", he ain't a short man himself.
The wait is over. 3 months in the making. Here's Michael Williams.
Bellator Fighting Championships, the toughest tournament in sports, along with Horseshoe Casino, just 20 minutes from downtown Chicago. Now present 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the Athletic Division of the Indiana Gaming Commission. Director is Andy Means, Assistant Director Joanna Holland. And brought to you tonight by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Cops are cracking down on drunk driving, and they'll see you before you see them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner at 6'7", weighing in at 232 1/2 pounds. The predominant striker enters this world title fight with 18 professional victories and 3 defeats. From Moscow, Russia, introducing Alexander Volkov. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 6'4", weighing in at 240 pounds even. The two-time tournament finalist and now two-time world title challenger tonight brings 21 professional victories, 4 losses with 1 draw. From Tempe, Arizona, presenting Rich Rare Breed Hale. And the referee in charge of the action, Gary Copeland.
All right, listen up, fighters. You both receive your instructions in the back. Expect you to listen to my commands at all times. Have a clean, fair fight. Any questions out of you, Red? How about you, Blue? Let's touch them up, prepare to fight. Red.
$100,000 in the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship to the winner. Scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Alexander Volkov is ready. Richard Hale is ready. Round number 1. Volkov, the Russian, is in the white trunks. The American, Hale, in the black trunks.
Volkov, the more accurate striker, a little bit tighter. I think Hale hits a little bit harder. They can talk all they want, but both of these fighters very respectful of one another's skills.
Bouncing the step of Richard Hale, shuffling his feet. By Hale.
Volkov very patient, taking the center here. Oh, nice left hook. They both have identical reach, 81 inches. Volkov's used to having a reach advantage. He does not have that tonight.
Snap jab from Volkov didn't get through.
Both these guys are used to having the advantage with the lead hand, the jab, the left hook. They're both very good with it.
Volkov feinted on the kick that gave his back. That was interesting that Volkov allowed that to happen.
Going for the outside trip, and he gets the takedown.
So off of that Volkov feint and turn, Hale closed distance, and then Volkov, in the ensuing sequence, gets the takedown.
Now let's see what Volkov does with his ground and pound. Usually with his build, very difficult to work ground and pound. You need a lot of distance. Hale has shown some skills on the ground.
Hale looking for the up kick. Volkov trying to be patient.
We all know about his inverted triangle against Nick Pachetti. I would give him the submission edge.
Volkov trying to clear the legs of Richard Hale.
Not really committing to either one. He's not stepping back and kicking. He's not diving in with a punch. Ref's only going to let this go for so long.
Hale trying to pick the ankle. Volkov dives in.
Problem is it's easy to tie somebody up who has long limbs like Volkov. He needs a lot of distance to work his ground and pound.
Hale being patient on the bottom. Volkov being patient standing. There's the outside kick, not much on that.
I don't see the ref letting this go much longer.
Got it banned from him, stand him up.
Almost on cue, Gary Copeland. Telling the fighters, keep going.
Okay, that's it, back up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
That's the end of Gary Copeland's patience. Back to their feet. January 17th, tour. Premiere on Spike, our new television home. We'll go to Spike with a new Bellator Heavyweight World Champion. Will it be Alexander Volkov or will it be Richard Hale? We'll find out at the end of this fight.
Nice job, Volkov catching Rich Hale coming in. Volkov, I think right now, playing the counter-punching role. He's content to let Rich Hale initiate and try and counter-punch off that.
Well, again, it's almost the jab and then the hook.
That's what he's been throwing, that jab-hook combination.
Outside kick by Hale.
He follows up with the right hand after that. That's the last piece he needs to add on.
A kick from the funky angle there from Volkov.
Hale has to be very conscious of that.
That's what you talked about, Jimmy. With his Kyokushin base, it's kicks coming from very unusual angles. They're not kickboxing angles, they're not Muay Thai angles. Hale just nodded to his corner.
One thing is, both guys are used to being able to initiate safely. 81-inch reach, usually they're fighting from the outside. They're able to initiate contact safely. They can't tonight. The other guy has the equal reach. That's why we're seeing this hesitation in the center. Neither guy wants to make a mistake and overcommit.
Hale just got through with the right hand.
Oh,
big right hand by Hale. Volkov back to his feet, Hale pouncing. 20 seconds remaining in round one.
Needs distance, he needs separation to get the knockout. So far, not able to get it.
Hale went for the hip toss. Volkov dropped and popped immediately back to his feet. Hale throwing the left hand, finished that round big.
Look at this beautiful right hand by Rich Hale. Bang, right on the jaw. Volkov, to his credit, able to get back to his feet and tie Rich Hale up. Well, that could have been a quick end to this fight.
If you want an example of a flash knockdown, well, that was it.
Totally.
On your scorecard, Jimmy.
10-9 Rich Hale. I thought he sealed it with that shot at the end.
So how did you score if Hale would not have landed that flash knockdown?
It might have been Volkov's round. I think he won back the round with that. Effective striking. He hurt him. Now let's see if Volkov gets a little more aggressive.
The winner of this Bellator Season 7 heavyweight tournament final is Bellator's next heavyweight world champion. Well, Konrad retired, vacated the belt. So we're going 5 5-minute rounds.
Now, good knees by Volkov. Problem is, they'll take the wind right out of you. Those knees to the ribs, sharp knees to the thighs. This is not where Rich Hale wants to be. This is when the taller man has a big advantage. He's up in this tie position, throwing knees.
Hale looking for the inside trip. Volkov turning that into a single leg attempt. Nicely defended by Hale, good balance. Still the body lock from Volkov, then the knee.
Somebody's got advance. Right off the fence, guys.
Knee from Hale on the inside, big knee from Volkov on the outside.
That's the problem is Volkov is going to win these exchanges with the knees. He's taller, he has longer legs. Hale does not want to trade knees on the inside.
Let's fight off the fence, guys.
Hale holding the overhooks.
Now getting the outside trip, and he gets it.
Three minutes remaining, round two of this heavyweight tournament final. And the winner again claims Bellator's heavyweight world championship, as well as the $100,000 check for winning this tournament. Not much between these two thus far, Jimmy.
And once again, Volkov not committing to either the ground game or standing up. Referee's not going to take that.
Volkov being cautious, misses with that left hand.
I think he's respectful of Hale's ground game, doesn't want to dive in. Doesn't want to let him up without some shots.
Volkov now trying to advance, trying to control the ankles.
Yeah, but he's not trying to clear and get around the guard. He's not committing to any strategy, and there they're going to stand it up.
I like that stand up from referee Gary Copeland, Jimmy.
Very good.
Volkov trying to establish the jab. Right hand, counter right.
Each guy just waiting for their time to initiate, waiting for that gap. The problem is, both guys fighting very tight so far.
.90 seconds remaining in round two. Head kick. Jimmy, are you surprised that neither fighter's really opened it up thus far?
Not at all. They're both respectful of one another's skills. Think about it, they took on guys that were solid but wild strikers. They didn't have to worry about technically coming in and getting caught with a straight shot. Both of these guys very straight punches. Those lines are closed off in the center.
Slight swelling, ever so slight, under Hale's left eye.
Santos, who Rich Hale fought in the semifinal rounds, known for that overhand right, the loopy shot. It's easy to get in on somebody like that. Same thing for Vinicius Spartan, who Volkov took on in the semifinals. Both those guys loopy punchers. These guys are straight punchers. Hard to come in against a guy like that.
Getting late in round number 2. Who will be Bellator's new heavyweight world champion? Alexander Volkov or Richard Hale? Going left hand. Volkov again with the left. 1-2 firing back is Hale. Hale again advancing. Both fighters predicted a quick finish. 10 minutes up, 10 minutes down. The winner of this heavyweight tournament championship becomes Bellator's new heavyweight world champion. Also a check for $100,000 to the winner.
Starting to let it hang out a little bit. Oh, good right.
These two fighters entered this 8-man Season 7 heavyweight tournament thinking that the winner would earn a world title shot, but with the retirement of champion Konrad, it's now for the world title. That's why we are going 5 rounds. So, Sidney, how do you see it through 2?
I haven't even. I gave Volkov that last round. Obviously got the takedown. Was a little bit more effective from the outside than Rich Hale. Really surprised we're not seeing more leg kicks from both guys. They're having trouble finding the range with the hands. They're not trying to chop their opponent down from the outside.
Volkov tentative with that left jab. They're trying to snap his left jab and missing. This thing stepping right there by Volkov. The counter left by Hale.
Constantly angling in this fight. Until that was part of his training. Doesn't want to stand in front of Volkov. I think he needs to throw in a little bit more head movement to throw off the timing of Volkov's jab.
Jimmy, from your neutral perspective, what would you like to see more of from both fighters?
Head movement. You know, they both want to find their way in, but they're coming in straight and running into one another's punches. Little more head movement, little more angling. Throw that in with some leg kicks. That's going to open up your offense.
Oh, kick that landed.
Now that's the difference with that karate-style head kick. It's with the foot. See, Hale didn't even stun him. Accurate kick, it's accurate, it's fast. It doesn't have the power of a tie kick.
Hale took the kick full on and walked right through it.
Don't kick with the shin, they kick with the foot. Makes it a faster kick, but see, Hale wasn't even stunned by that. It's a tie kick, it's good night.
A lot of redness now around Hale's nose and swelling under his left eye. Not missing with the right.
Hale is getting a little frustrated on the outside here. Volkov able to control that range. And also no outside takedowns from Richard Hale. Hasn't changed levels, hasn't gone for a double leg, hasn't tried to get on top himself.
Hale just pawed at the blood coming out of his nose. Jimmy, you and I both know it's not right, but it's realistic. In a very close fight, sometimes judges will get seduced by blood.
Very true.
This kick, good counter, 1-2 by Hale.
Problem is, Hale has to follow up 3 or 4 times off of that.
Very tactical striking inside the Bellator cage. Bellator Heavyweight World Championship.
Problem is, it's led to very close rounds. No one's really put their stamp on this fight yet.
Kick there from Volkov. so slightly, Jimmy. He's starting to move forward.
Good jab.
Volkov looking for the outside trip from the clinch.
Rich Hale has to throw in combination to steal this round back. I think he's behind. You see when he had Volkov off balance earlier, he threw 3 punches. No, he's got to throw 3, 4, 5, 6, get Volkov moving backward.
50
so far,
seconds.
he hasn't done that.
50 seconds remaining in round 3.
Watch the groin, watch the groin. Oh. Let's fight off the cage, guys. Fight
Call
off
for
the
action
cage.
from
Somebody
referee Gary
advance.
Copeland. Volkov again looking for the outside trip. Hale having none of it. Then the knee from Volkov partially landed.
Somebody's got to advance here, guys. Fight
10
off the cage.
seconds remaining in round 3. Nothing settled yet in this Bellator heavyweight world title fight. Alexander Volkov versus Richard Hale.
That's it, guys.
Here come the
Rounds.
championship rounds.
Round 4, you ready, Red? Round 4, you ready, Blue? Let's fight.
We're officially in deep water. Round number 4, the season 7 heavyweight tournament final. The winner claiming the check for $100,000. More importantly to both, Bellator's heavyweight world championship belt.
Rich Hale's coach in between rounds told him, gave him a good talking to. He said, if you want this, go out and take it. Don't stand in front of this guy and let him tee off on you. You got to throw your hands.
Tough fight to score thus far, Jimmy. How do you see it?
2 rounds to 1 for Volkov. I've given him the last 2 rounds after Rich Hale stole that opening round.
22nd pro MMA fight for Alexander Volkov. Just the 2nd time that he has gone past 3 rounds. 27th pro MMA fight for Richard Hale. Just the 2nd time that he has gone past 3 rounds.
I agree with Rich Hale's coach. He has to throw more punches. On the outside, he's not going to beat that jab.
Second jab from Volkov landed flush.
The guy's sticking you with the jab. You're not moving your head enough.
See Volkov now circling for the angle, Jimmy. .340 remaining in round number 4. Alexander Volkov versus Richard Hale for Bellator's world title. Jimmy Smith, I'm Sean Wheelock. Glad you were with us. It's our season 7 finale coming to you live from just south of Chicago at Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana. A very tactical stand-up fight thus far.
Problem is that Volkov has found his comfort zone on the outside. He's landing the jab well. Rich Hale has not been able to find his, has not been able to get inside. Also, I'm really surprised not selling out for the takedown, not initiating the clinch, not shooting a double leg from the outside.
Volkov starting to find his range with that. That's a combination that Hale was throwing earlier in this fight and seems to have abandoned. Short left hook from Volkov.
Gotta throw more than 2, more than 3. He's gotta throw 4, 5, 6 punches. Right now, Volkov is the more comfortable fighter. You can see it.
Good left hand from Hale.
Has to follow up on those. See, he ends up going to the center and resetting just like this. This is where Volkov's comfortable.
Chopping kick from Volkov. Jimmy, you commented on this earlier in the fight. I know that you're surprised that we haven't seen more kicks from both fighters, especially Volkov.
Yeah, a lot of leg kicks. Rich Hale wants to move, he wants to angle, take away his mobility with the leg kicks.
Largely boxing and MMA gloves.
Things that Rich Hale hasn't committed to a takedown. There's no reason to think he's going to try and really grab that leg and go for the double leg. Especially in a 5-round fight, those kicks really pay dividends.
Richard Hale's corner, what are you saying to him right now?
Exactly what his cornerman said in between rounds. You're not throwing enough hands. You're letting this guy tee off with the jab. You just got to pick up the activity level. Right now, they're trading 1 for 1. Volkov more accurate with the jab, double jabbing. You know, Hale's not going to win at this range.
Head kick from Volkov.
Very quick.
35 seconds remaining in round 4. Nothing settled yet in this Bellator heavyweight world title fight. Alexander Volkov versus Richard Hale. One of these two men will claim $100,000 and the world title of Bellator in the heavyweight division. 15 seconds remaining in round 4. Chopping kick from Volkov in the right hand. Spinning back kick.
That's it.
And we will go to round number 5.
Back up. Round 5, are you ready, Red? Round 5, you ready, Blue? Let's fight.
5 minutes separate Alexander Volkov and Richard Hale from a Bellator world title or a stinging defeat. Jimmy, how do you see it through 4 rounds?
I have it 3 rounds to 1 for Alexander Volkov. Only gave Rich Hale round number 1. He's coming out with a lot of intensity. He's got to throw the punches.
Round 1 was the round when Hale scored the flash knockdown on Volkov. Bounced on his knee, came right back. Old stiff jab from Volkov. So much at stake between these two. This tournament started 3 months ago with 8 fighters. These are the 2 left standing.
5 minutes left in their championship aspirations. Whole tournament leads up to this. All the work you put in. Who's going to let this last 4 minutes slip away? That's the question.
Will Bellator's new heavyweight world champion beat 24-year-old Russian Alexander Volkov or 27-year-old American Richard Hale?
Richard Hale has to take risks to win. He has to get the knockout. Says he was poked in the eye.
Referee Gary Copeland says keep fighting.
He's got Volkov up against the fence. He's not throwing punches, though.
3:35 remaining in this 5th and final round. Jimmy definitely trying to turn up the aggression. Implored to do so by this corner.
Still screaming at him, you gotta let your hands go.
Extremely tactical, extremely measured. The vast majority of this fight fought on the feet. Limited kicks, almost all punches.
Looks like he's recovered from that eye poke. His eyes are clear, he's angling. He knows that Rich Hale has to turn it on to win.
And missing with that jab.
Don't look for Volkov to get over-aggressive and make a mistake here. I think he knows he's ahead. Rich Hale's the one who's got to sell out and throw some wild punches.
And this under the right eye of Alexander Volkov.
So when you decide, how badly do I want to be a champion?
Stiff left jab again from Volkov. Big right hand! Counter left from Volkov, which landed flush. We were in deep waters before. We're in the deepest of waters now. 2:05 remaining in this 5th and final round. Who will be Bellator's next world heavyweight champion? Who will claim the check for $100,000? Combo from Volkov with the left hand.
been the jab that's kept Rich Hale off balance this entire fight.
90 seconds to go. God misses with that left. Hale misses with that right. Neither fighter selling out.
Problem is, it's Rich Hale that needs to. 1 minute left.
Blood under the right eye of Volkov. To the 25th and final minute of this world title fight. Will either man turn up their intensity? Head kick from Volkov. 40 seconds to a new Bellator heavyweight world champion being crowned. 35 seconds to $100,000 to the winner. Seconds to the finish line. Both fighters looking for one more significant strike. And that's the end of this world title fight. When we return, we will learn who claims Bellator's World Heavyweight Championship, Volkov or Hale. 5 tough tactical rounds for Bellator's Heavyweight World Championship. Jimmy, how did you see it?
I had it 49-46. I only gave Rich Hale that opening round.
Let's end all suspense now with Michael Williams.
You ready? All right, bring
Ladies and gentlemen, for your decision, we'll go to your judges' scorecards, where all 3 judges cage side, Kevin Caldwell, Rob Madrigal, and Otto Torriero, all see the fight exactly the same at 49-46. All for the winner by unanimous decision. Now the new Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Alexander Drago Volkov.
Let's see how these two line up with our tale of the tape.
Alexander Volkov, 6'6", very tall. Vitaly Minakov, 6'3". He's tall. He's used to being the taller guy in the cage. That's not the case tonight.
Here again is Michael Williams.
Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. At 6'3", weighing in at 249 pounds. The tournament winner tonight stands undefeated with 12 professional victories, no defeats. Hailing from Bryansk, Russia, Vitaly Minakov. And across the cage, his opponent tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, the champion, stands at 6'6", weighing in at 235 pounds. Tonight, in his first title defense, he stands with 19 professional victories and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, the defending Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Alexander Drago Volkov. And the referee in charge of the title fight, Dan Mergliano.
Gentlemen, the center, please. Okay, gentlemen, we've been through the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves together. Good luck to both of you. Thank you, bro.
Jimmy, your fighter's edge for this world title fight.
Striking, I give that to Volkov. He's a more polished striker. Minakov does hit harder, however. Submissions, Minakov, Sambo World Champion Wrestling. We saw against Ryan Martinez, Minakov has a great takedown. Gas tank, like you mentioned, Volkov has been 5 rounds before in the X Factor. Volkov is the champ. He's been here before. He wants that belt.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight.
The bell in round number 1.
That's the problem. He can't reach for a takedown. He can't get overextended. He can't just rush in.
Minakov in the blue trunks with the white trim. Champion Volkov in the black trunks. Volkov trying to close the distance. Big knee and another.
See the strength difference when they lock up. Minakov a lot thicker, a lot stronger than the champ Volkov.
Heavy driving pressure from Minakov. After this fight, you will see our main event. The Bellator debut of Rampage Jackson as he faces Joey Beltran. Uppercut from Minakov. Went for the belly-to-belly suplex, didn't get it.
But look at the power there.
Right on the sweep, close guard.
No, just bridging him over. That's pure strength, Sean. This is where Volkov did not want to be.
Volkov unable to capitalize on that mistake on the failed suplex attempt from Minakov. Minakov to work and standing up out of that closed guard.
It's a different in builds. You know, Volkov 6'6", long range. With his strikes, long arms, long legs, but not thick, not strong like Vitaly Minakov. You see that when they clinch up when they're in close.
Minakov not just looking for elbows and forearms, but shoulder strikes, now the left hand. Without question, Volkov did not want to be in this position on the ground, on his back. He wanted distance, range in this stand-up.
Come on, keep busy. You gotta keep busy.
Mergliata telling Minakov, you have to keep busy.
Volkov using his long arms, trying to tie up Minakov. No real submission attempts, no real sweep attempts.
There's the stand-up from Dan Mergliata.
Up. Hands up, hands up.
Some level of relief for Alexander Volkov. Push kick from the champion. Oh, huge right hand! Minakov now looking to finish and take the title. Ferocious ground and pound.
Volkov's hurt, trying to stay in this fight. He is intelligently defending himself right now.
Jackhammer rights, partially getting through now. The hammer fist, the left hand. And that is it! TKO victory for Vitaly Minakov. He is Bellator's new heavyweight world champion.
That left shot did hurt the champ. Man, that left shot did hurt Volkov, but I thought that stoppage was a little bit early, Sean. Let's take a look at it. No doubt that uppercut nailed him. Good right hand. Mergliata's right here looking at it, but look at the recovery of Volkov. Now here's the uppercut. Bang, big shot. Knocked him down. Another good right hand to the temple. But Volkov recovered well, was doing a good job of tying Minakov up on the ground. Man, beautiful uppercut, nice right hand. He was tying him up, he's defending these shots, he can see them, and you'll see a left hook get through, bang, this one, but Volkov's eyes were still on him. I would have let him take a few more, but as it is, Minakov gets the TKO victory in the first round.
Mergliata stopped it on the left hand of Minakov, and that punch sealed the victory and gives him the title. Here's Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 57 seconds into round number 1. The winner by TKO, and now the new Bellator heavyweight world champion, Vitaly Minakov.
Let the reign of undefeated Vitaly Minakov begin.
And we talked about it, the size. Vitaly Minakov, 20 pounds heavier than Czech Kongo. Wants to get inside, use that strength advantage.
Here again is Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bellator MMA Live on Spike now presents the main event of the evening. 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned tonight by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Francisco Aguilar. This world title fight is brought to you by Miller Lite, the official beer of Bellator MMA. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time. And now first introducing the red corner. At 6'4", weighing in 232.8 pounds. The tournament winner tonight stands with 20 professional victories, 8 losses, and 2 draws. He hails from Paris, France, introducing Kongo. And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the blue corner at 6'3", weighing in 253.4 pounds. Tonight, in his first title defense, he enters the Bellator cage undefeated as a professional. 13 victories without a defeat. He hails from Bryansk, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, the defending Bellator heavyweight world champion, Fedor Emelianenko. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, Prindle.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch them up, make it official.
Jimmy, your keys to victory are presented by Victory Motorcycles. Right one and you'll own one.
Now, Vitaly Minakov has to start aggressively, get Kongo moving backward, test him like he hasn't been tested before. Check Kongo, keep the fight on the outside. If he does get against the fence, use those knees.
Do it.
Round number 1, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds for Bellator's Heavyweight World Championship. Our fight clock is brought to you by Miller Lite, the official beer of Bellator. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time. Time called immediately by Herb Dean. Kick to the cup.
Go right there.
So we take a look at it. Overhand right. And bang! Right to the cup.
Minakov waits. That man, check Kongo, has 5 minutes to recover.
Caught him with the end of the foot. I think he'll be all right. Might take a minute, though.
Kongo says he's ready.
I'm not going to take a point. I'm going to warn you this time. I'm not going to take a point. I'm going to warn him. How are you feeling? Ready to fight?
Heard Herb Dean say as he rules time in. Round 1 resumes to Minakov. Just a warning, I'm not taking a point.
We can see the range that Minakov wants. He wants to get inside. He's going to throw big hooks to do it. Now those Russian fighters, not a lot of jabs. It's going to throw the loopy hook, overhand right, that Russian kind of style. It's not a ticky-tack outside style with a lot of jabs. They move in off big punches.
Kongo's in the white trunks. Champion Minakov in the blue and white trunks. Minakov trying to cut off the cage. Driving in, there's the clinch.
And just bullying his way in. Beautiful trip. Inside trip with that left leg.
Gorgeous inside trip, Jimmy. He hit it hard.
This is exactly where Kongo. This is where Minakov wants to be. So you're going to feel that weight difference. 20 pounds, a lot of pressure.
See Minakov smartly, legally driving through with his head. That's effective for positioning. Open half guard held by Kongo.
He's winning that battle on the right. You see his right arm underneath the armpit. That's why Minakov's putting so much weight on that hip, to try and keep Kongo from escaping to his right.
Minakov letting go with right hands. Kongo trying to explode back to his feet.
Haven't seen a lot of Minakov's submission game in Bellator. He does have one.
Knee to the cup. Time called again by Herb Dean. And this will be interesting on Dean's ruling, Jimmy.
It will be. It was a transitional position. He was getting back to his feet. Hard to take a point for that, but he could. Getting back to the feet, he's throwing a shot, and it actually hits the thigh and then goes up into the cup. Yeah, it is a groin shot, but it's usually up against the fence. You guys are moving around. They won't call that a grievous shot. They usually won't take a point for that, but it is the second one. It's a judgment call.
Ken Kongo given 5 minutes to recover.
And he's going to take his time on this one. Not only was it a harder shot, but the fight was not going his way. He wants to break the momentum of Vitaly Minakov.
Now, in the last low blow, Dean said to Minakov in English, and Minakov only speaks Russian, not English, but he said, this is a warning, next time it's a point. But to your point, Jimmy, the knee grazed the thigh before it hit the cup.
And it's also a transitional position against the fence. A lot of refs won't take a point for that, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a judgment call.
How much time on my injury clock?
No, there's no hard and fast rule about it.
Okay. And on my injury clock? On my injury clock? Huh? It's been over a minute?
Herb Dean asking the timekeeper how much time, when he refers to the injury clock, he's referring to the 5 minutes given to Kongo.
Let's see what the judgment is on the point. He's going to take one.
So true to his word, there's the 1 point deduction from Herb Dean.
You have to be careful with your techniques. Okay.
So at best for Minakov, you're looking at a 9-9 round for the champion, assuming that we go the full 5 minutes. Time in. Once again, round 1 resumes.
One thing stylistically, Minakov isn't thinking about a decision anyway.
Very, very smart point, Jimmy. Good straight punches from Kongo, backs off Minakov.
And that's where he has the advantage, in straight punches, straight accurate shots. That's what he's hitting Minakov with now. Good right hand!
Right hand by Minakov. Sitting back for the leg lock.
Oh man, I thought he had him in trouble. Now he's going hard for the foot lock. Sambo specialty.
Minakov cranking.
He's got to get that foot on the hip, the right foot. And this might not have been a good choice. I thought he had him in trouble on the ground. Now he's sitting back for a foot lock. If he doesn't finish this, this lets Kongo back in it. Need that right foot on the hip in order to get that crank. That's why Czech Kongo being so careful about that. Keeping that foot off of his hip. Now it's back on. Going for a foot lock of his own. Now transition to the heel hook. Czech Kongo going for his own foot lock, but
as you say, Jimmy, don't be second when you're playing the leg lock.
Exactly. Don't be second. You want to be first. Especially foot lock's a big part of the Sambo arsenal.
1:10 remaining, round number 1. Straight punches. Straight punches right back from Minakov. Giving up on the foot lock, moving forward to the half guard of Kongo.
Big part of foot lock attacks is knowing when it's over, knowing when it's done, to sit up and try and get position. That's what Minakov did. Both guys hurt by punches in that second round.
Minakov grinding with the forearm and the elbow.
What he's trying to do, he's just trying to keep Czech Kongo flat. Czech Kongo trying to sit up, get underneath the leg, but good pressure by Minakov.
Closing seconds, round number 1. Minakov holding top position, holds it to the bell. Jimmy, your scorecard round number 1.
9-9, I have it a draw based on that 1-point deduction.
Round number 2 of this Bellator Heavyweight World Championship fight.
Minakov trying to touch gloves, Czech Kongo not having it. In between rounds, Antonio McKee telling Czech Kongo, believe in that straight right hand. That's what hurt Minakov in the second round. Straight punches, accurate right down the center. I'm sorry, the first round.
Off to the clinch.
It felt like 2 rounds because the delays for the groin.
It was a long
first round.
And the takedown from Czech Kongo. Powerful takedown from Kongo. Minakov trying to posture onto his hip.
Now he's trying to get his hip up from this position, trying to scoot out to his left and get back to his feet. And that's what he's doing. Bang, there it is.
So Minakov trying to turn Kongo. Kongo having none of it. Now there's the turn.
Czech Kongo, known for his knees, hasn't thrown any. There's one.
Another one to the body. Right back from Minakov. Separation.
I didn't see that as a groin shot. I agree with the ref.
Neither did Herb.
Now Minakov can attack here, and he's not. I don't. He does. The thing is, he doesn't speak English. He doesn't know what Herb is saying. He thinks Herb is stopping the fight. He doesn't know what Herb is saying. Remember that at home. Minakov does not speak English.
And Jimmy, absolutely excellent point by you. Minakov legally could have attacked in that situation.
Yeah, I think he thought Herb was stopping. When Herb was saying, no, you got to keep fighting, Minakov doesn't understand it. And I hope we get a camera shot of it, but it didn't look like a groin shot to me. I could be wrong.
If the referee does not recognize a low blow, it didn't happen. It's just that simple.
Production crew's telling me it was an abdomen shot. You can't really believe the producers. Who can you trust, right?
They never lie with the camera angles. Minakov trying to close the distance. Straight left from Kongo on the jab.
They just showed it to me. It looks legit to me. But back to the fight. Minakov being the aggressor. Czech Kongo kicking from the outside. Yes,
Vitaly Minakov in full stalking mode. Underhook held by Czech Kongo.
There's that straight right again, right over the top. I don't know, that might have hurt him. He's hurt. That hit him behind the ear. Looks like his balance went.
He got missed with that uppercut.
I think that shot really hurt Czech Kongo. Saw his legs wobble, and he is backpedaling now, but Minakov letting him off the hook. Yeah, he does not have his balance underneath him.
Minakov, though, not showing the urgency. Fainted on that spinning back fist.
I don't think he realized that Czech Kongo was hurt by that punch. Oh, that hurt him. Oh, good right hand by Czech Kongo.
Kongo looked to be hurt, fired right back.
Could have been playing a little possum, can't tell. A look away right hand.
Level change for the champion in the takedown.
Good step over.
Minakov
all the way in full mount, 42 seconds left.
Minakov now looking going low with the ground and pound. Now looking to take the back of Czech Kongo. 35 seconds remaining, round 2. One hook in for Vitaly Minakov. Left hands from Minakov. 15 seconds remaining in the round. Kongo covering up, playing all defense. Good turn from Czech Kongo. Minakov to his feet, both fighters to the feet. The bell in the end of round 2.
Now that was the knee. It looks like a shot to the abdomen to me. I think that was a good call by Herb Dean, who was right there. Now here's the punch that hurts him, right behind the ear. Look at the legs wobble.
Ow. Ow, ow,
Getting
ow,
hit behind the ear takes all your balance away, your equilibrium goes. I think
there.
that's what happened to Czech Kongo.
Behind the black.
That right hand, and look at Czech Kongo here. Look away, right
Behind
hand
the block.
came right after that.
Intensity out of the eyes of Czech Kongo. This is the 14th pro MMA fight for Vitaly Minakov, just the 3rd time that he has entered round 3.
There's that right hand again.
Didn't we talk about adversity before the fight, Jimmy? Who's big shots from Kongo?
Because he's dealing with adversity right now. Those shots are landing.
Don't grab the shorts. Don't grab the shorts.
Kongo warned by Dean, grabbing the shorts, and the takedown from Vitaly Minakov.
One thing about Sambo, a lot of judo-style throws, a lot of trips.
Open half guard, as you see, held by Czech Kongo.
So many momentum shifts in this fight, Sean. Kongo started out great with the straight punches. Now he's taken down, has to deal with the pressure of Minakov.
Jimmy, with the point deduction, 9-9 on your scorecard round 1. What about round 2?
10-9 Minakov. He had Kongo hurt. He got the takedown. A close round, but I went 10-9 Minakov.
So Minakov hooking the leg, driving back Czech Kongo.
And this is a pace not a lot of heavyweights can set. These guys are not resting. They're throwing a lot of strikes for heavyweights.
Minakov again leading with his head. Perfectly legal, driving forward for position.
You can remember, Vitaly Minakov, 9 years younger than the 38-year-old Czech Kongo. I'm 36, so I like to think that's not a factor, but we got to look at it. We drag him into deep water.
Somewhere you would think, Jimmy, too, the weight advantage for Minakov, 253.4 to Kongo's 232.8, might start to take its toll.
Exactly.
Especially in positions like this.
In this position, short shots by Minakov, nothing fight-ending, nothing devastating, but see, I disagree with Herb Dean there. He says you got to work, got to stay busy. He is staying busy. They aren't huge punches, but he is working. I would disagree with the stand-up here. He is throwing shots.
Minakov starting to turn up the pressure a bit. Kongo trying to work back to his feet. Look at the hand on the back of the neck to push down the strength from Minakov.
Now it's going for the three-quarters Nelson wrestling move. Pushing down on the head, he lets it go.
Into the body.
Kongo able to get a takedown of his own. Look at the face of Vitaly Minakov. That is a tired fighter.
Champion's mouth wide open, as you see there. Knee to the body from Kongo.
Do not grab the shorts.
Minakov warned by Dean for grabbing the shorts.
No, that was Czech Kongo. Czech Kongo's grabbing the side of those shorts.
Don't grab the shorts. Stop grabbing.
He's doing it again right there.
Underneath.
He's still got the
Don't grab
shorts.
the shorts.
You can grab your own shorts all you want. You cannot grab your opponent's shorts.
They're back to the feet. Clear right now that Minakov looking at Herb Dean, looking maybe for a restart here.
Stalemate position. 65 seconds remaining, round number 3, scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Wow,
That's nicely done by Minakov.
Going for the crotch lift. It's a wrestling move, freestyle. His weight's back on top.
Minakov into side control, left to the body and another.
Minakov might be tired, but he's keeping the pressure on. Check Kongo.
Goes to the body from Minakov.
Good shots to the ribs.
Kongo has to be careful throwing those knees, landing in the shoulder, but Minakov is a grounded opponent.
Exactly, cannot knee to the head.
Don't grab the shit.
Kongo trying to cage walk. Top pressure from Vitaly Minakov. Final seconds, round number 3.
A couple of those knees landing on the head. No warning so far from Herb Dean, but it's not going to be an issue.
And we are moving to the championship rounds.
Respect.
Good information, wishful thinking, motivational tactic. Into deep water. Jimmy, your scorecard.
29-27 for Vitaly Minakov. Gave him the last, I'll give him all 3 rounds, but he lost a point because of that deduction. The question is, does he have the gas to keep this pace going?
This is the first time that either Czech Kongo or Vitaly Minakov has entered round number 4.
Good.
Championship rounds are at championship stamina and championship heart. We'll see who has that in this round.
Kongo looking for the takedown and he gets it.
Stop grabbing the shorts.
He has been doing that consistently, grabbing those shorts.
Minakov was unclear of what Dean was saying, and again, Minakov really doesn't speak English. Good scoop takedown. You see Kongo bringing Minakov's knees together on the full control.
He's saying shorts again.
You see those elbows to the thigh.
It's one thing we see a lot in MMA, the big fouls, the groin strikes and lose points a lot. The little ones, like grabbing shorts, grabbing the fence, a lot of people don't take points. A lot of refs don't take points away, and it happens over and over and over again. A groin strike, you only get a couple. Knee and get down opponent, you'll lose a point immediately for that.
Minakov complaining. Here's the stand-up, I believe. No, just a reposition.
Just the last warning.
Last warning, he said, for grabbing shorts. It's been happening a lot.
He's not grabbing the shorts. He's not.
But the thing is, the pressure of Czech Kongo is keeping Minakov on his hip. He is winning this round.
He's not grabbing.
Minakov continuing to have words with Herb Dean.
Now, we can't see the camera angle where his left hand is. Minakov complaining, but the ref doesn't see it. It doesn't happen. Minakov now going for the switch.
Heavy breathing from the champion Vitaly Minakov. Heavy pressure from Czech Kongo.
It's very hard for him to stand up with both of those arms wrapped on his knees. He's just going to get dumped again, and there it goes.
155 remaining, round number 4. At stake, the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Czech Kongo versus the undefeated title holder Vitaly Minakov. Minakov now talking to his corner. Kongo smothering right now, Jimmy.
Not doing a ton with it, but taking all the energy out of Vitaly Minakov.
And all of the offense out of Minakov.
Not a bad strategy when you have a tired fighter underneath you. I mean, he's more concerned with keeping Minakov down than using this position offensively.
Call for action from Herb Dean. Minakov trying to get back to his feet, taken down again. Great control of Minakov's lower body by Czech Kongo.
Even a stand-up at this point, unless Minakov does a lot of damage. Very tough to win back this round. Smart strategy by Czech Kongo. I think he believes he has the superior gas.
Elbows on the hip, thrown and delivered by Czech Kongo. 30 seconds remaining, round 4.
Let's work.
And Dean telling the fighters to work.
Stop. Up, stop. Up.
Minakov will definitely appreciate this stand-up, but the clock continues to tick.
Come on, up. Fight.
Big knee stepping forward by Kongo. Body lock, looking for the inside trip. Minakov hits it. The end of round 4. Fifth and final round of this Bellator world title fight. Czech Kongo versus Bellator's undefeated heavyweight world champion, Vitaly Minakov. Jimmy, how do you have it through 4 rounds?
I have it however you want to score it, 3 rounds to 1 for Vitaly Minakov, but that point deduction changes the scoring around significantly. If Czech Kongo wins this last round 10-9, on my scorecard it's a draw, but we'll have to see.
Dean feeling that both fighters too wet, too slippery, giving both a towel down.
Turn around. Let's fight.
Here we go with round number 5.
I completely agree with the advice of Minakov's corner. You throw him, you get on top, you win this round and this fight.
Immediately the single leg, the takedown.
And he listened, apparently. Czech Kongo won that last round, getting on top and staying there. Minakov can do the same, and on my scorecard, keep his title in this round.
2 low blows by Vitaly Minakov. In round number 1, the second resulted in Herb Dean taking away a point. Thus the 9-9, Jimmy, on your scorecard, round number 1.
In between rounds, Herb Dean told Czech Kongo, I see you grabbing the shorts. You do it again, I'm going to take away a point. So that's got to be on his mind, too.
Short right hand from Minakov into the left hand.
The boos you are hearing are coming from the Czech Kongo contingent behind me. They would love a stand-up here. But Minakov staying busy with that left. Not big shots, but he's staying busy.
Kongo holding half guard. Minakov trying to be heavy.
Surprised Minakov's not trying to pass. He's clamping down on that half guard. Keeping Czech Kongo from getting up, but not trying to pass.
See, Minakov has actually triangled his legs, now crossing his ankles, but he seems content to sit in the half guard of Kongo, Jimmy. You see Minakov triangling his legs. No attempt at all to pass.
None. It seems to show. Oh, nice right hand. Seems short to land, content to land short shots. If he would have passed, get side control, mount. Another good right. He can certainly keep this fight on the ground. But Czech Kongo, he's got to be in desperation mode. That's to push off and get back to his feet.
Minakov to the body. Next week, it's the Season 10 Heavyweight Tournament semifinals. Lamar Johnson versus the undefeated Bulgarian Blagoy Ivanov. The winner of this fight will next face in a title defense the winner of Bellator's Season 10 Heavyweight Tournament.
A lot of heavy hitters in that tournament. I don't see many of those fights going the distance.
Kongo had top position through the vast majority of round number 4. Here in round number 5, Minakov holding top position.
And Herb Dean's doing the same thing, giving Minakov the same courtesy he gave Czech Kongo. He's staying busy, he's working, and now into full mount.
On the step over. Big right hands from Minakov. Looking to unload, thinking about a finish. Kongo tying up the arms.
He's doing more than thinking about it. He's working for it with those right hands, but Minakov shrimping out, doing the right thing technically.
Minakov trying to walk up.
Now in arm triangle position, if he can get his head further underneath that armpit. Can't see the legs to see if he's back in half guard. He's not. Full mount.
90 seconds remaining in this fight. From full mount, full on ground and pound now for Vitaly Minakov. Trying to successfully defend his title.
Look at Kongo extending that left arm. Might be trying to bait him to go for it so he can get out. And Minakov staying on top, keeping it safe.
Momentum has switched back and forth between these two fighters throughout this fight. Throughout 24 minutes. Now to minute 25.
The question was who would deal with adversity better. They've both had adversity. They've both dealt with it well, but it's the final round, and Minakov's on top.
Kongo looking to win this title. Vitaly Minakov looking to successfully defend this title. Down the stretch we go. Minakov still in full mount. Trying to open up even more with his punches.
On my scorecard, he's 25 seconds away from retaining his title.
See the short elbows from the champion Vitaly Minakov. The right hand didn't get through. Will the 1-point deduction in round number 1 against Vitaly Minakov be a difference maker? We shall see. The bell and the end of this world heavyweight title fight. Put into the cup of Kongo by Vitaly Minakov. And that one cost Vitaly Minakov a point.
That was good. That was on the belt line. Fight.
You heard Dean say that was good. Kongo complained. Dean said it was a legal blow. Here is Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in this world title fight, will go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Adelaide Bird, Chris Lee, and Mark Smith, all see the fight exactly the same at 48-46. All for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Vitaly Minakov.
The official introductions once again. Here is Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA live on Paramount Network from the Forum in Inglewood, California. The time has come for the conclusion of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix. Tonight's main event will be 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Carvelli, Chair, Executive Officer at Cage Side, Mr. Andy Foster. Our main event is brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, only 96 calories. And now, first fighting out of the blue corner, at 6'2", weighing in 227.8 pounds, looking to become the first to simultaneously hold 2 Bellator titles. He enters with 26 professional wins, 5 losses. Fighting out of Gilbert, Arizona, he is the reigning Bellator Light Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Don Mader. And across the cage, his adversary fights out of the red corner. At 6 foot, weighing in 236.2 pounds, the icon tonight looks to add Bellator gold to an already incomparable career. He stands with 38 professional victories, 5 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary heavyweight hailing from Stalinovskoye, Russia, the last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
Not one, but 2 belts awarded to the winner of this fight. The World Heavyweight Grand Prix belt, the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship belt. Will it be Fedor or will it be Bader?
Ready to fight. Hale, go.
Here we go. Tonight's Fight Club brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories. Red gloves for the last emperor. Blue gloves for Ryan Darth Bader.
Bader trying to get rid of a little bit of nervous energy he's got in him. Fedor, being the normal stoic guy, is going to do a little bit of half hitch. That's his feint. And watch for that right. Oh, it's going to be over.
Big shot. And it's all over. Just like that. Ryan Bader knocks out Fedor Emelianenko.
Sit up, sit up.
You want to call it. Frank Mir called that fight a couple of minutes ago when he said that lead left hook. He saw that as the shot. It could be the difference in this fight, just like it was in the Mo Long fight, and absolutely called it perfect. There's your lead left hook. It hits him. It hurts him. It's over at that point. That right hand wasn't even necessary. Boom! Right on target. Beautiful job by Bader. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Ryan Bader is the heavyweight World Grand Prix champion.
He is the heavyweight champion and the light heavyweight champion. The first man in Bellator history to hold 2 belts in 2 different weight classes simultaneously.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end officially 35 seconds into round number 1 by knockout. He is the winner of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix and now the new Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Darth Bader.
Look at that. We talked about hybrid heavyweights, both guys in the 230-pound range, 232 for Bader, 234 for Moldavsky. Both fast, both technical. This is going to be a great championship match.
Here is Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA live on Showtime. From Footprint Center here in Phoenix, the time has come for the main event of the evening. 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the Arizona Boxing and MMA Commission, Executive Director at Cageside, Juan Carlos Estrada, Chairman Scott Fletcher. And now, introducing first the blue corner. At 6'1", weighing in 234.4 pounds, as the interim title holder, he enters tonight as the #1 ranked contender, bringing 11 professional victories, 1 loss, fighting out of Sarajevo, Russia. Introducing the challenger, Valentin Moldavsky. And across the gates, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner. At 6'2", he weighed in 232.2 pounds. In his long-awaited return to the division, he brings 28 professional victories, 7 defeats. He fights out of Gilbert, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, the defending Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Darth Bader. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Mike Beltran.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
Bellator Heavyweight Championship on the line. Bader has 10 first-round finishes. All 4 of Moldavsky's finishes have come in the first frame. Both have predicted that this one will not last long. We're about to find out. Bellator Heavyweight Championship on the line. The first of 5 scheduled 5-minute rounds.
You see it right away. Moldavsky is trying to push Bader towards his back foot. Bader needs to be sure that he's circling out.
It took just 35 seconds for Ryan Bader. Oh, the right hand! Rocking! Moldavsky! Ryan Bader all over Moldavsky, just like I was about to mention the 35-second vanquishing of Fedor team leader Fedor. Bader cracks Moldavsky early.
Early hurt him badly. The second shot also hurt him. Moldavsky's not in a position to be at range now. He needs to be very careful at what he does. This clinch position is very important for him at this time of the fight. If Bader could break away, gain some space, and come back with strikes, he's at a great advantage right now.
And Moldavsky doing what he has to do to shake out the cobwebs, and he takes Bader down into side control.
This is what I was talking about, that Greco-Roman style of him getting that body lock. Very good at trips, very good at backside takedown. That was a beautiful job by Moldavsky at a critical time in this fight for him.
In MMA, wrestling is the fulcrum. It tips the balance in favor of one or the other. Either it determines where the fight will take place. And the Greco-Roman Sambo star here in Moldavsky has Bader down and about to take his back.
He's in a great position right now. Bader needs to get back to his feet.
And he does.
Nice work by Ryan Bader, but that's the problem. You work hard to get up, and he brings you right back down to the mat.
Wow, the championship medal, Moldavsky, as he was in trouble early and able to turn the tables, and now looking to keep Bader on the ground.
A lot of strength being shown by Moldavsky, dragging Bader back down. Here's a good heavy hip position. This is not going to be easy for Ryan Bader to stand up out of.
Bader looking for that double wrist lock. Moldavsky putting the pressure, all of his weight on Bader's back, keeping him pinned to the fence, but Bader trying to maneuver, trying to get back to his feet, trying to get away from the fence.
Bader really needs to get that separation. It's not that Moldavsky's hurt like he was, but there's still that element. He was rattled.
And those knee strikes to the thigh will pay dividends as the fight progresses, restricting Bader's mobility. Well, Moldavsky doing a good job of that now, but Bader pummeling, and he's trying to turn the tables here in the first round.
Well, he was able to get those hands from being clasped together. Now he's in a 50-50 position. It's a matter of just taking his time, working his way out. The damage was done. It's still there, but Moldavsky is not hurt. He's going to fight in a smart fashion.
With just one loss, and that coming via split decision, obviously. Moldavsky never finished, but he was rattled early in the opening round, coming up on the final 90 seconds of the first, and both fighters have had their moments.
This is the type of grappling.
The exit, the striking, and Bader exploding on Moldavsky.
Bader threw that shot. It didn't hurt Moldavsky down. He was just a little off balance. But Bader needs to press forward.
Waist lock by Bader, and now he backs Moldavsky to the fence. Moldavsky pummeling, looking for the underhook. Bader cognizant of that, and they're doing a good job pummeling and fighting for every inch against the fence.
Bader looking to try to get that. The double leg, it's going to be tough for him to reach out. Nice job of reaping that single leg. Get into the ground. Moldavsky's in that. He's got the double wrist lock there, but it's only going to be holding Bader for a moment.
Coming up on the final 30 seconds of what has been a good start to this heavyweight championship bout. Bader saying he will focus on heavyweight for the duration of his career. undefeated in this weight class and making the second defense of the championship. The vacant title he won from Fedor in the final of the World Heavyweight Grand Prix, and he ends up in top position to close out the first 5 minutes of this fight.
Here was that first shot right there. Big overhand right. Caught him right on the temple. Then landed a beautiful right hand right there. Almost put him out. Moldavsky did a fantastic job of trying to recover, getting that clinch. Watch his right hand. Boom! That just flipped him. But Moldavsky was able to get his hands around the waist of Bader, suck some of the time away, get the takedown. It's Bader's round. But Moldavsky did a great job of recovering and being very smart in keeping himself close.
Bader taking a page out of the Fedor playbook with that explosive right hand on Fedor protege Valentin Moldavsky, round number 2. Bader circling to his right. Looking to throw with bad intentions, but missing, and then Bader clipped, but swings wildly.
Both guys with big swings and big misses, but both guys going after it, opening up a lot more. Nice little check left hook by Moldavsky, landed on Bader. When you're seeing Bader make these circles, that's okay, but he cannot go straight back.
And Bader with the waist lock taking Moldavsky to the fence. Crushes the space, and now wanting to maximize this position, delivering a knee to the thigh of Moldavsky. Fedor, wrestler at Arizona State University. Fedor team led by Fedor Emelianenko looking on in their corner. Moldavsky defending the takedown, and now has Bader on the fence.
Moldavsky did a very nice job of defending that takedown and getting his arms inside. He got that underhook. You saw him clasp his hands, and once he did, that was not good.
And an errant knee to the demilitarized combat sports zone, just a little south of the equator.
Kind of hard to see where it lands, but just from the reaction, you can tell it wasn't in a good spot. Yeah, straight up the middle, definitely hit the groin area. Moldavsky should just take his time, make sure that he is completely recovered.
Wow, he's not taking any time. He's ready to get it on. Sign of respect and sportsmanship. Bader acknowledging that it was an errant strike, and they renew hostilities here now. 3:10 left in the second stanza.
Boy, both of them throwing big-time shots. Really putting a lot of steam on those.
Again, that wrestling battle, that clinch battle, and due to their backgrounds, the clinch against the fence behooves Moldavsky.
I do believe it does. He's got that Greco background along with the judo black belt, and so there's just things that he's more comfortable in that type of wrestling.
And yet Bader's not going to make it easy for him, creating some space. That knee strike was to the midsection, and you know, Moldavsky talks about, you know, killing the bear. Well, they're bear hugging. They're fighting like two bears here.
Nice job by Bader.
Nice attempt, but Moldavsky back on him.
Moldavsky's got that leg in a position where now all he's want to do, he wants to turn that corner and drive Bader's back off of the fence and onto that canvas. Nice job by Moldavsky. Bader cannot be in this position. It's not that he can't work off his back. He is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He knows what he's doing. It's just as heavyweights, you cannot accept a lot of damage from a guy on top.
Bader pops back up to his feet. But Moldavsky determined to get that takedown and make it stick.
Moldavsky, a lot of heavy top pressure there, trying to just knee that thigh area, slow the movement of Ryan Bader down. See, and that's demoralizing, Moro, when you work so hard, you get yourself back to your feet, and you're taken right back down.
Moldavsky 5 of 7 in the takedown department. Bader 1 of 4. Under a minute left in the second round. A lot of energy being expended from both parties in a position like this, John.
Yeah, when you see Moldavsky where he's at right now, being able to apply pressure from the top down, that's not expending a lot of energy out of him. But when you see him and he's on his knees and driving forward, that's a lot.
And yet, in order to try to control a guy like Bader, you are putting pressure on him. 23 seconds left, and Bader needs to somehow explode out of this position. If he's able to, Moldavsky making sure that won't be the case, looking to ride out the second round on Bader's back. Round number 3. Big John McCarthy has the unofficial scorecard. How do you have it after the first 10 minutes?
After 10 minutes, I've got this fight even. I got round 1 for Bader, round 2 for Moldavsky.
And they collide like rams when they're looking to chuck the power strikes, and they end up back at close quarters against the fence.
This is the grappling position that Moldavsky excels at. He's great at putting pressure on. He's great with his trips. He's great with his judo. He is very heavy in these positions. Very hard to keep him from taking you down.
Bader started wrestling at 7, 2-time state champion wrestler. Wizard there, good defense.
But you saw Moldavsky gain the advantage when he got those hands clasped around him. Got both double unders, now he's got the back, and his hands are together.
Moldavsky began training Sambo and Judo at 18. He began training Greco-Roman wrestling at 11, so both of their backgrounds in wrestling well chronicled, plenty of experience, and the experience now paying dividends for Moldavsky, taking Bader down. Bader getting back up to his feet, but
Bader doing
the
good
position
work
remains in favor of Moldavsky.
because he's not accepting the position, which is important for Ryan Bader. Bader wants to be able to slip that right arm inside so he can turn into Moldavsky, but Moldavsky with his double, that S grip he's using, sometimes gable grip.
Back elbow by Bader. Action at a standstill against the fence, but Moldavsky putting the pressure with that waist lock. Bader trying to just avoid being taken down, but he has to try to find an offensive route as well.
Yeah, there's no offense right now from Ryan Bader. He tries to
can't stay pinned against the fence.
Right now it's getting to the point where nice switch by Ryan Bader. At least he got himself back. Now he can face his opponent, work his way out.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
A lot of people look at this and they think, oh, that's nothing. There's a lot going on, and it is exhausting to do what these two guys are doing right now. Look for the single leg by Moldavsky.
Double wrist lock attempt, but now here in round 3, sweat making things more slippery, and Moldavsky has Bader's back. Delivers a short knee to the thigh, doesn't get his hooks in, content to just hold on, put the pressure on his back, 1.5 minutes, but not a lot of offense here.
Moldavsky has never put his hooks in. He only did it one time, so there's something within his training that has told him we don't want to put our hooks in with Ryan Bader. We want to have heavy hips and hip ride him.
So, John, Moldavsky continues to ride Ryan Bader. We're not seeing a lot out of Bader in terms of trying to reverse fortunes. We talk about the little fights happening. What does he need to try to do in the final minute?
Ryan Bader now needs to get out of this position.
How does he do it?
He's got to use that fence as a balance point. You can see that's what he's trying to do, put his leg under there. Now that he gets it, as soon as he got the hands separated, that's what he needs to work at getting up. When Moldavsky has those hands together, it's very difficult for Bader to move out of the position.
And for Moldavsky, doing what he needs to do, keeping the champion neutralized, continuing to suffocate him, continuing to try to drown him. But we know that Bader, well, he has a huge gas tank.
He does have a good gas tank, but you can only go so far carrying another man's 230-some pounds.
Championship rounds are coming up. Rounds looking to successfully defend his heavyweight crown against the determined Valentin Moldavsky. Perfect 6-0 here in Bellator, and as we begin the championship rounds, how do you have it on your unofficial scorecard?
Unofficially, I've got Moldavsky up 2-1 now. This is right now 29-28 in my opinion, but this could be anyone's fight. You can look at Bader. He looks tired at times, but he also looks like he's got a little spring in his step in the stand-up. He's trying to move forward. That's important for him in this fight.
And yet, after everything he's been through, we mentioned this, John, now it's circling to his right, but we're seeing him go back, straight back in linear fashion a little more here, and that could spell trouble. We've seen that happen in the past.
He cannot get into that position where he is moving straight back. That is a bad thing for Ryan Bader. It's okay to step off and circle out. It's not good to go straight back.
Both fighters clip each other. Right hand from Moldavsky, counter left by Bader. But it's Moldavsky again swinging for that heavy shot, looking for the takedown, and both of them again looking for that one-hitter quitter. And a wow, good sprawl by Bader. Now he snatches the neck of Moldavsky.
He's coming out. He's going to pass that right arm of Moldavsky and swing his hips around, take that back.
Minute and a half gone in round 4. 1-2 by Moldavsky. Think about what it takes to try to secure a takedown here in the heavyweight division. Moldavsky determined to, dogged determination by the #1 contender.
He is just putting relentless pressure on Bader, looking for the takedown. All the little knee strikes into the legs, quads of Ryan Bader. Those take their toll.
Bader needs to try to create some separation, try to do so, and now it's Bader looking for the double, and he's known for those blast doubles in the center of the cage, able to secure the takedown here in the 4th round.
And this is where Ryan Bader excels. When he gets to the half-guard position, he lands big punches, big elbows.
Bader's second successful takedown. He is 2 of 6. Moldavsky 7 of 15. But Bader needs to make this one count here in round number 4. What has been a highly competitive championship fight.
normally tries to lace that up. You see him trying to reach to take the arm away from Moldavsky. Moldavsky turned his back to keep that from happening. The half guard position for Ryan Bader is money. He needs to stay in this and just land those kind of shots right there. Don't worry about the volume, worry about when you get the opportunity, land the big one.
Moldavsky wearing Ryan Bader on his back here, coming up on the final minute and a half of the fourth. Moldavsky trying to turn in, gets punched for his efforts by Bader. Moldavsky held onto the fence. Referee Beltran immediately slapping it off the fence. Moldavsky looking for the switch.
This is one of the things that Ryan Bader does so well. Take a look at his legs and his ability to control that left leg with Moldavsky.
Locked it down. But Moldavsky is back on his feet. Under a minute left here in the fourth round. So Bader able to secure the takedown, control Moldavsky, didn't do a lot of damage, and now takes him down again with a single run in the pipe. Moldavsky on his back. Bader will try to send a message with some ground and pound if he can.
Moldavsky looking a little tired here.
Both of them. And what you'd expect it, right, John, after what they've done. And this crowd trying to fire up its hometown champion. Fifth and final round to determine an undisputed Bellator heavyweight champ.
Moldavsky comes in, shoots on Bader. It was this sprawl right here that started to leading him down the road to success in getting this takedown. Pulls the leg out. Beautiful job of using his leg to reap that leg out. Half guard position. Here's what he gets him the second time. And it is important for Ryan Bader to go back and try to do the same thing in this fifth and final round.
All right, gentlemen, fifth and final round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hale, let's go.
Stage is set for high drama here in Phoenix, Arizona. Fifth and final round. Ryan Bader, the heavyweight champion. He has never lost by decision. And Valentin Moldavsky, who is a perfect 6-0 in Bellator, he has never been finished. And here they are, first minute. Measuring each other in the lead, left hook by Moldavsky. And according to our unofficial score, the heavyweight championship indeed hangs in the balance in the next 4 minutes, 25 seconds.
You think about how close Ryan Bader was to finishing this fight in the very first round.
Yes.
Now in the fifth round, he needs to suck it up, get the takedown, and make Moldavsky work to get back up.
Moldavsky's last 4 victories have come via decision, including that 5-rounder against Timothy Johnson. And Moldavsky looking for the takedown.
He got into a nice job. You saw that hip turn of Ryan Bader that got him back to a position to keep Moldavsky from getting that takedown.
And Bader breaks separation but gets hit with a right hand. And there's a left by Bader backing Moldavsky up.
Nice knee up the middle by Bader.
Moldavsky determined to get this fight back to the canvas.
Both guys know they need this round.
Moldavsky's attempted 16 takedowns and was looking to take down Bader with his punches.
That was a big right hand landed by Ryan Bader. That hurt Moldavsky.
3 minutes left in the fight. Looks for the shot. Backs Moldavsky. Scramble. Moldavsky in north-south position.
Great job by Bader to get back up.
2.5 minutes left and the scramble continues.
Nice by Moldavsky to get the back. Here's where he has that heavy top pressure. Look at him lace that arm. Take away the right arm of Ryan Bader right now.
The rivalry between Ryan Bader and Fedor team. Final 2 minutes. Bader won the vacant crown by stopping Fedor Emelianenko. He's back on his feet now. Was knocked out by Minakov to lose the light heavyweight belt, and now he and Moldavsky. More of attrition here, John. 1:42 left. Moldavsky unable to keep Bader down.
Moldavsky working hard to keep down Bader. Will not take the position. Great effort by Ryan Bader. He has proved that heavyweight is his weight class. Without losing the weight to get to light heavyweight, he's a much better fighter. He's got more energy, can take a better shot.
The crowd looking to push Ryan Bader over the finish line. Coming up on the final minute, elbows from the top. But then again, a crowd here in his adopted hometown, they're going to again cheer everything he does. Moldavsky, though, continues to stay stuck to him, but he's eating these shots.
He is. He's allowing Bader to land some shots. Not real big, heavy shots, but they're landing.
And they're scoring. Double wrist lock attempt again by Bader.
Bader looking for that double wrist lock. Burrow hold. Doesn't have it.
Bader's 3 submission wins via guillotine, arm triangle, rear naked choke. Last time he fought in this building. Lost to Corey Anderson, and now Moldavsky with a thunderous takedown with 10 seconds left. Is Bader going to bounce back and retain his crown, or will Valentin Moldavsky become the new heavyweight champion? What do you think, John?
All comes down to the 5th and final round. Both guys giving it everything they have. I look at this right now. I go off of what happened with those little shots. That was the big difference maker. I'm going to say Ryan Bader keeps his title.
This 5-round championship.
Well, that was the first round. That big shot. 2 big right hands that really hurt Moldavsky. I was so impressed the fact that he was able to work his way through those 2 devastating blows. And his wrestling early on was outstanding. He did a great job of putting Ryan Bader on the ground, putting him in tough positions, making him work hard. You see the elbow strike, but Bader coming back with the big shots. And I thought Bader overall, he landed the bigger, heavier strikes throughout the fight. But then it got into this little grappling exchange into the 4th round, brought it to the 5th round where I thought they were even. Bader landed that 1 big shot, but it was Moldavsky going after these takedowns and absorbing a lot of little volume shots that make me think that Ryan Bader, although he did get taken down here, it did no damage to him, and it wasn't enough time for Moldavsky to take advantage of. But this is a very close fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance in this world title fight, we go now to your judges' scorecards. At cage side, all 3 judges, Chris Lee, Eric Colon, Ron McCarthy, scored exactly the same at 48-47. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed Bellator heavyweight world champion, Ryan Bader.
Here's the tail of the tape for the heavyweight world championship, and you want to take a look at that really significant reach difference.
You think that's significant? That's 10 inches. I mean, it's massive. You know,
unbelievable. Check Kongo's arms are really long, and he's very good at getting his arms together on the takedowns. Bader needs to be very careful about allowing him to get in tight.
So it is time. Let's get to Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA from Accor Arena. The time has come here in Paris for the main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation Chairman James Gessner. At cage size, supervising director Mike Mazzulli. And now, first introducing the blue corner. At 6'4", weighing in 241.4 pounds in his third attempt to capture Bellator gold. The veteran professional enters with 31 victories, 11 losses, 2 draws, fighting out of and proudly representing Paris, France, presenting the challenger, Kongo. And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner at 6'2", weighing in 232.8 pounds, making his third heavyweight title defense. He stands tonight with 29 professional victories, 7 defeats, fighting out of Gilbert, Arizona, USA, presenting the defending Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Darth Bader. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Jacob Montalvo.
Gentlemen. All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times and follow my commands at all times. If you want to touch it up, let's do it now. Good luck.
Wow, there's been a lot of talk. Wow, there's been a lot of bad blood.
But there was a touch of gloves.
There was a touch of gloves. There have been so many questions about the eye poke, about what happened. Bader said he was dominating anyway, and he's going to do the same again. Let's see. It's that left hand that was doing the damage for Bader in their first fight for as long as it lasted. You can hear this Parisian crowd, of course, behind Czech Kongo.
The Czech is getting his back too close to that cage. This is what I'm talking about. He allows Bader to now get into him, and now he's got to work through this. In the middle, it's going to be much more difficult for Bader to get the takedown based upon the way he does. He's going to try to pull that leg out. You're going to see him reaching down towards the ankle. Czech needs to be able to stop that hand getting down and grabbing a hold of it. When he gets the opportunity, he needs to also use, there you go, good takedown by Bader, but use shots, use those elbows, use the punches in the openings.
Well, I heard a lot of people say this week that Kongo's best chance was in the opening minute. That's gone. I know people are being a bit facetious, but it's a landmark to note.
Well, what they're looking at is they're saying that Kongo is explosive. He's powerful. He's got a heavy punch, and he can knock anybody out. That's part of being a heavyweight too. But Bader is a guy that if he gets going, he gets better as the fight goes on. You don't want to let him get on track. Oh, grab
this from Bader.
What Kongo there is grabbing the fence. That's changing that takedown. Jacob Montalvo, the referee, has to be very aware of what Kongo's doing. It's smart, it's cheating, and if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Jacob Montalvo, just
here we are again.
Yeah,
separating them. Take a look at a replay here, John.
Not sure if that hit the groin area. It was difficult to see. Kind of looked like it was going up, but it may have been the shin that actually came in and touched. I don't think the knee did.
You guys ready? Time and fight.
So we reset and we go again.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I think Jacob Montalvo looked at that replay and realized it did not hit because he put him back in the same position. And if you had a accidental foul, it would have started from, since Bader was the one that did it, it would have started from the standing position separated.
And for that to happen in any fight, it had to be in this one, didn't it?
Yeah.
See Kongo there with those elbows, but Bader was landing those sneaky knees as well.
Kongo's doing a great job of making Bader work hard here. You know, he's eating some shots like those knees to the thighs and everything, but he is making Bader work. He's not just giving these takedowns. That's super important. He's doing a great job of that.
The crowd here have seen so much action tonight, want more here. But this is a chess match early on between these two.
It is, but it's a chess match that right now Ryan Bader's the guy that's a move ahead all the time in the fight. Czech's going to have to figure out, and that hook, getting that hook in on that leg would really help Bader in keeping Kongo where he wants him to be.
Bader openly talks about just what an advantage his cardio is, of course, at heavyweight. He can keep going all day, and he knows it.
Well, if you go back to Kongo's last fight against Karatana, first off, it was a great fight, a great performance. He put everything out in that fight, but by the end of the second, when he got the submission win right at the end, he was exhausted. And so Bader looks at that as, oh, I have the ability to push him in this fight and get him to that same exhaustion point.
Bader doesn't mind doing this kind of work.
No, Bader could live here doing this for 5 rounds. The problem is the crowd can't. And there he is driving him back. But again, watch Kongo. He needs to control. What Bader loves to lace the legs, and that helps keep Kongo on the mat. But he hasn't been able to do it so far. You're seeing he's trying to get wrist control. Both fighters working really hard right now.
Yeah, they're trying to earn the right, both of them. To say a cagey opening round here in Paris. Round 2 then. The heavyweight world championship, Ryan Bader.
See, right here, as you're seeing Ryan Bader moving forward, this is something that Bader is only going to get better with as this fight goes on. Kongo's got to stop that forward movement, because there's nowhere for him to go once his back hits the cage. And all it takes is one shot, and then Bader can come inside and get the takedown. So, nice shot by Kongo, though. He touched his chin.
And then an uppercut from Kongo on the inside. That got Bader's attention.
It did, and right into the takedown again. But again, with his back towards the cage, he's making it easier on Ryan to get there. Kongo needs to look towards the center of that cage and make that his reality.
We're back in that territory where Bader loves to exist again.
See, and right here, there's just a lot of weight on Kongo. You can get people saying, well, just stand up. You can't just stand up from that position. There's so much weight on your legs. Bader's putting a ton of pressure. That's smart by Kongo. Any chance you get, rough him up as much as possible. Those elbows are great.
Couple of elbows there from Kongo.
Bader at least being able to control the right leg of Kongo a little bit.
How much can Kongo thrive off this crowd as well as they chant his name? Bader with a good little right hand there, trying to keep Kongo interested.
And if Bader could take his head, bring it off to the right side, he can use that as a lever to force Kongo back. It would take some strength, and he's going to have to straighten out his right leg to do it. But he has the ability to get it there. A lot of dirty boxing on the knees here. Both guys landing shots.
They're both showing so much grit and determination.
But the key thing right here is Bader has his hands clasped around the waist of Kongo, meaning that he can elevate Kongo and bring him down to the cage. That's why Kongo is not just standing up right now. He knows where those hands are at. If he stands, he's going to get light. His legs are going to come up off of the ground, and he's going to end up hitting the canvas.
Keeps using those knees to the thighs, done that throughout Ryan Bader. Of course, the crowd don't like any of this.
You know, this is MMA. Sometimes it's flashy and brilliant and explosive. Sometimes it's a grind.
Heavyweight championships on the line, you have to earn the right.
Well, and you also
it's hard to earn the right.
If you're Kongo right now, you got to start looking and saying, man, I can't just stay here. I'm gonna have to do something because the rounds are starting to slip by. And again, every time he tries to do something, there's Bader to rip his legs back out and put him in the same position.
We move into the final 45 seconds here of round two. Still the crowd just waiting to be entertained, aren't they?
They're waiting for that moment, the moment that their hero does something that they like. We'll see if it happens.
So far, Kongo spent much of this fight in a really awkward position. Massive experience, of course. But Bader is a really, really clever fighter and is obviously a fantastic wrestler, and he's showing us that here.
I wish we had a monitor.
Into round three then, the schedule 5. Kongo gonna open this third round with a knee.
See, and he did the right thing right at the beginning, trying to hold that ground, and then immediately started going backwards. He cannot go backwards against Bader. His chances of winning decline with him having his back against the cage. Now, I think maybe his coaches are looking at the cage being his instrument to help him keep himself on his feet. But offensively, he needs that space because he's got good stand-up. He's got powerful strikes. He's got an 84-inch reach. He could use all of that.
In there, Kongo talking to the referee. Bader got his head into a good position there and drives Kongo down.
Drove right into him, got the hands clasped, picked his legs up, brought him down. We'll see what he can do, or if he can keep him down, because Kongo's been doing a great job of at least getting himself up to his knees. You see Bader trying to ride up his legs.
Ryan Bader prepared to do things every which way. 12 wins by knockout and TKO, 3 by submission, 14 by decision.
Good heavy hips by Kongo. You saw Bader trying to pull him off of the cage. We've seen them in this position each and every round now.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day a little bit, but Bader trying to change that.
like the fact that Bader kind of broke off, tried to land a couple shots, went shot right back in for the takedown, put Kongo right back onto the mat. He needs to continue to do that.
And there's no question here, John, that Kongo is the fighter who needs to change the course of this.
No doubt, not right. Let's be honest, you've got 2 rounds down. There's no way that those 2 rounds went to Kongo. So you've got Ryan Bader up. This is the 3rd round. You don't win this one, well, you're probably not winning it by decision. You can still win the fight, obviously, by a submission or knockout. But your odds of winning it are going down.
Moment, Ryan Bader's doing enough. Talked about his keys to victory, and he's utilizing those.
Ryan Bader's doing exactly what he should be doing. And that's why at this point he's winning this fight. Kongo needs to maintain that center position, in my opinion. It would help him in his stand-up.
Straight away again, though, he goes back to that cage.
Obviously, that's his game plan. His coaches have thought about it. But in my opinion, it's putting him in a bad place as far as Ryan Bader doesn't have to drive him very far. He can't circle out, and it's making it to where it's difficult for him to stop the takedowns, or at least the clinch game.
And Kongo with that curious body language, almost turns half away and then goes back to his fighting stance.
He was looking towards his corner, trying to get some information from them.
Telegraph that right hand, the crowd are cheering, but Bader,
and again,
blocking that all day long.
If he pushes Bader back, that's a big thing for Czech Kongo.
Second kick there from Kongo, who looked to follow it up with a takedown of his own. Final 10 seconds of the 3rd round, and you have to say that Ryan Bader's stretching his lead here, John.
In my opinion, Czech's got to do something different. He's got to make that. When you remember that moment that he actually pushed forward and landed the shot, he needs to do that in this fight, and he can be successful. Because Bader gets his hands together, little lift, puts Kongo down on the canvas. Then lands this. I thought that was a great moment for him when he decided to break away, land a couple of shots, and then right away takes him right back down.
Is it worth mentioning now that every time Ryan Bader's gone the distance, he's won the decision? He has that habit. Just a problem here with Kongo's trunks causing that slight delay. Penultimate round. The champion Bader on top, doing enough. Nothing explosive so far, but dominant certainly. Take a look at John's scorecard.
Well, right
every
now,
round for Bader.
Right now, I got Bader with a shutout. It's because, look, you got to be offensive to win rounds. And when you're looking at it, there's not a lot of striking. And if you do look at the striking, I guess Bader's won the striking by a little bit, but the grappling, he's had the better grappling. So you got to go with Bader.
Kongo look for that huge right hand and nice clean takedown.
Big difference right now in that takedown. That was a beautiful blast double by Bader. And notice
the position where his legs are at with Kongo's legs, Kongo's gonna have a harder time getting himself back to his knees. He's gonna have to work harder to do it. Bader wants, you see Kongo with his right arm controlling the right arm of Bader. Bader wants to use that right arm to grab the wrist area of Kongo on his left hand to take it away so he can't post, and it's going to force his back to the canvas.
Bader's making sure that he's doing enough work from that position.
There he goes, grabbing the wrist. Kongo pulls it off with his right hand.
The champion will do this all day long if he wants to. It might not light fireworks in the Parisian sky, but it's his way to victory. He can do it that way, but he's having to do it this way tonight.
Well, what he's doing right now, notice now he's got almost a figure four on those legs. Kongo exploding, trying to get himself back up. Nice job by Kongo. Look at what the damage on Bader's leg from those two kicks that Kongo landed. That tells you the power of Kongo and what he can do. He just hasn't been doing it enough because he's been putting himself back against the cage. I really think they made a mistake in not telling him, take the center of this cage, control it. That's your land.
You highlighted that reach advantage in the tail of the tape. We haven't seen that.
No, well, when you get into grappling exchanges, that reach goes out the window, and that's why Ryan Bader is doing exactly that.
Just wonder, is it a case that Kongo has to still take a risk to win, and he's not prepared to take it? Bader still driving him back against that cage.
Nice job by Ryan Bader to take that backside. Took Kongo out of his balance point. And all of this, the fourth round, Bader has made Kongo work harder than any other round. And it could, this is what adds up. Your output for Kongo, it's just tough to keep it going when you're having to work so hard to get back to your feet. Notice that Bader's sitting on that leg. That keeps Czech from being able to get up. Bader normally loves this position, loves to do ground and pound from here. Kongo doing a good job of grabbing wrists, controlling those wrists, clean elbows inside.
Well, we're moving towards our fifth and final round here. What can Kongo do? What can he do to turn this tide?
And you've got to open up with strikes. Get rid of the grappling part as far as offensive. Obviously, be defensive. What you're seeing right here, and this is why I said you got to be defensive because you got to keep yourself from being on your back like we're seeing right here. But Czech has proved time and time again in this fight he can't stop the takedowns of Ryan Bader. He's not being hurt by anything Bader's doing. Bader hasn't hit him with any big shots that have really hurt him or anything like that. The wrestling has been the difference in that Ryan Bader is just a better wrestler at this point.
So, Fifth and final round. What has Czech Kongo got here? Is it time to let those hands go, to take that risk, to see if he can find a way?
He's got to. There's no other way for him to win. He needs a stoppage in this fight, in my opinion. He has the ability to do it. We've seen him do it numerous times. And we've seen Ryan Bader hit that blast double numerous times, and he's just successful with it. Good timing by Bader, putting Kongo on his back, and right now that's demoralizing to Kongo because time and time again he's been put into this position. He just can't stop the wrestling of Ryan Bader.
And he continues to make Kongo work hard, and Kongo knows now he's got to somehow get out of this position. Back to where we've been, John.
Throughout this entire fight. Kongo gets a little space. Bader runs right back inside. Gets his head to the outside. Again, pressure. And you look, you can see Kongo like with the elbows. Look, he's trying, but those elbows aren't going to do anything that's going to stop Ryan Bader. Those are annoying to him, but they're not hurting him.
Bader has a hold of that leg. I'm sure Bader would like to finish this dramatically and create some kind of highlight reel, but he's doing what he needs to do. That's been the theme all the way through here. And you know, to use the old boxing analogy, John, if you're going to come and take the title off the champion, you've got to rip it off him. Bader's the one in possession. He can do this.
Well, I always look at it doesn't matter if it's by 1 point or 100 points. If you win the fight, you win the fight. But you're going to have to do more to get that belt off of Ryan Bader than try to out-wrestle him. Kongo has the power to hurt Bader in the stand-up. He just hasn't been in the position to be able to make that work.
Well, they've come here in their tens of thousands, dreaming and hoping and praying that they'd watch Czech Kongo win the world heavyweight title. He still could, but time is running out. 100 seconds now. If it's going to happen, if their dreams are going to come true inside this arena, it will have to be very dramatic. Stands them up, which gives Kongo a final chance to let his hands go.
It gives him an opportunity.
There he goes, Kongo. They're on their feet here. But just as quickly, Bader extinguishes that little glimmer of hope.
Throughout this fight, Czech Kongo has done a great job of limiting the damage that he's absorbed throughout the fight. He just wasn't able to do something offensively to make Bader absorb damage.
Well, no lingering controversy this time. No debate to be settled this time. The champion doing his job here against Czech Kongo, doing just enough. That has been the theme of these 25 minutes. They're booing here, but this is Bader. And Bader gets the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the official decision, we go to your judges at cage side. All three, Brian Miner, Sal D'Amato, David Torelli, have it exactly the same at 50 to 45. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision. And still, Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Darth Bader.
Let's go to the tail of the tape for the Bellator MMA Heavyweight Championship fight.
You can look at those records. Both guys have a ton of experience. They're very similar in size. In fact, this is one of the only times I've ever seen where Fedor is the bigger fighter, weighing in at 236 to 234 for Ryan Bader.
Here is Michael C. Williams.
Bellator MMA live on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus from the Kia Forum. The time has come for the Legends Last Stand. In the main event of the evening, the much anticipated rematch is set for 5 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. Sanctioned tonight by the California State Athletic Commission, Chairman Peter Villegas, Executive Officer Mr. Andy Foster. And now first, the blue corner. At 6 foot weighing in 236.2 pounds, to complete an iconic career tonight, he looks to capture Bellator gold as he enters the cage unrivaled with 40 professional victories, just 6 defeats, and a fearsome 31 finishes, 16 by way of knockout, 15 by way of submission. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, MMA's legendary heavyweight, the last emperor, Fedor And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner. At 6'2", weighing in 234.4 pounds, the former 2-weight class world champion tonight, for the 4th time, defends his heavyweight belt, bringing 30 professional victories, 12 by knockout, 3 by submission, against 7 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning and defending Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Darth Bader. When the bell rings, the referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to keep it clean. Touch gloves. Let's do it.
The end of an era, the last link to the halcyon days of Pride Fighting Championships. The Bellator Heavyweight Championship hangs in the balance. Ryan Bader looking to close the book on Fedor's career with a victory, while Fedor Emelianenko wants to go out on top, looking to become the oldest champion in history at the age of 46. Lead with that right hand.
Throws punches from a lot of angles. That makes it very difficult to deal with in the stand-up.
Those casting punches all over Vovchanchyn that we've seen throughout the career. There's a right hand by Bader, using it to set up a takedown attempt. Well scouted by Emelianenko.
Very smart of Ryan Bader. The first part of that you saw Fedor moving him back. He knows that that's an important aspect in winning this fight. Bader is not allowing him to do that.
Fedor blood already on his nose in the right hand. Fedor's hands a little. Defense has never been his strongest.
Defense is not part of what he does. He goes after you with a right
hand. And the Bader all over Fedor. Just over a minute gone in the first round.
Bader just needs to be careful right here. Take his time. Don't rush things. Careful of the armbar because Fedor swings very fast.
There was a time.
You see where he's setting that arm up.
There was a time where he was lightning quick with the armbar from the bottom.
efficient and outstanding ground and pound. He lays down a lot of damage when he is on top.
And so much time left here in the first round, just over 3 minutes. Fedor working from his back, trying to defend against the ground and pound attack of Ryan Bader. Hammer fist from the heavyweight champion, looking to hammer his way to history.
Bader going after the finish, very good strikes. Just putting big hammer fist down on Fedor.
In a sport this unforgiving, legends don't usually get to go out on their terms.
Legends normally don't go out on top. It's just part of the way the sport is. Such a difficult sport to maintain that level. That's it.
Ryan Darth Bader has just cemented his legacy, dispatching Fedor Emelianenko, doing it again in the first round. And Bader will forever be known as the only man to defeat a man who will go down, despite what we even saw tonight, John, as one of the best to ever do it.
You know, and you can see.
But Father Time is not kind.
Father Time is a mean individual. And you can see throughout that fight, shots that Bader was even missing a little bit, glancing, they were having an effect on Fedor. Here he goes after slips. The shot kind of hits towards the back of the head, but that was a legal blow, and then goes after him in the ground and pound. And once Bader was on top, he was relentless in just doing damage. Fedor had no true defense against it. And this is what happens when time comes for everyone, where we can never keep what we have forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, in tonight's main event, it comes to an end. 2 minutes, 30 seconds into round number 1. The winner by TKO and still Bellator heavyweight world champion, Ryan Darth